Hi, my name is Lokesh from City 1016. Now, there's so much content available on OTT platforms, and every day we're kind of looking for some good movie or the other. And one of them has to be Atkan Chatkan, which is available on the Z5 app. Big thank you going out to our friends at Z5 Global. It's a Z5 Originals, by the way. And today I had the star cast of the very talented star cast of Atkan Chatkan. And a big welcome going out to one of the most explosive drummers, by the way, Sivumani. So, welcome to the show.
Hello, this is
That is
1016.
correct. That was as mind blowing as you are, sir. Pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
And of course, we had the leading star of the film, Lydian, as well, who's quite a child prodigy, by the way. He's a pianist. He's a drummer. He's traveled around the world. He won the world's best. He's been on Ellen's show. He's been making news for last so many years, and now he's making his acting debut as well. Welcome to the show, Lydian.
Thank you. Hi there.
So, Mani sir, I'm going to start with you first of all. When I was watching the trailer of Atkan Chatkan, for all those people who don't really know what the movie is all about, it's basically about this boy who comes from a very humble background, loves to play music, and forms a band. And it's basically about the journey of Guddu, this young 13-year-old boy. And when I was watching the trailer of this particular movie, it kind of reminded me of one of your interviews, sir, where you said that as a kid you didn't really have too many instruments around you, and you would go into the kitchen and start experimenting with whatever utensils you had around and start creating music. How personal was this movie for you? And considering that this is your first Hindi movie as a music director.
When I just listening the full story, I was touching my heart. I was almost in my tears. I was just thinking of my father and what I went through, all the dramas. So this movie is a perfect to a music. I given my art from the heart. I just composed, and this is all about music.
Let me come to you. You remind me of my nephew so much. His name is Harshil. He pretty much looks like you, and and I've been following your journey for a very long time, and I'm completely taken aback with the kind of talent that you have. Once you even played Mission Impossible with your left hand on one piano and Harry Potter on the other piano with your right hand together simultaneously. Before I come down to the movie, I want to understand, how do you split your brain and concentrate on two different tunes at the same time? I mean, that's pretty incredible.
You just need to have concentration. That's it. Concentration is everything. When you play, you need to concentrate on that, and you need to you need to involve into that playing, so it comes easily, and you need to feel what you play.
So tell me, I mean, this is your first Hindi film, and the language Hindi doesn't really come very naturally to you. Was that a struggle to kind of mouth dialogues in a language that you don't very easily identify with?
Well, at start, it was a bit challenging to speak in Hindi because Hindi is not my mother tongue. So, but before the actual shoot schedule, we had like a 10 days workshop in Mumbai. So there I learned a lot from, of course, the director uncle, Mr. Shivhari, and also my acting teacher, Mr. Adish Rati. So they both taught me so much in the workshop, what we had before the schedule. And of course, it was a bit challenging to speak in Hindi, and I felt so responsible that I shouldn't waste anyone's time by taking retakes and speaking something wrong, which doesn't make sense. So before every shot, we'll revise the dialogues, and of course, it was a bit challenging to cry in front of the camera because that's a new task for me. That's a new challenge for me. But we took it as a challenge, and we crossed everything, all the tough things, and we came. And the
Okay, so
movie's out now.
let's do some fun stuff here. Okay,
Okay.
today is, by the way, 14th of September. Today is also celebrated as Hindi Divas in our country.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the next question and try giving me the answer only in Hindi, as much in Hindi as you can. Can
Oh
you?
my God. Oh my God.
It's a very simple question. I want to know that you're such a child prodigy. You've played around the world. आपने इतने सारे कहते हैं competitions में
Okay.
participate किया है, जीता है.
ठीक है.
और अब आप एक्टिंग कर रहे हो, तो आपको क्या ज्यादा पसंद है? आपको लग रहा है कि अब एक्टिंग पे ज्यादा फोकस किया जा सकता है? और
Actually, मुझे पता नहीं. Uh, whatever my papa tells, I'll stick to that. I can understand Hindi, but I can't reply back. So I'm
I'm just,
sorry.
I'm just, I'm just pulling your leg, Baba. No, 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 absolutely. As long as you put your
Okay.
point across. Um, Shivamani sir, I would like to
Yes,
come back to you.
yes, sir.
We were talking about how this film, you're making your foray into Hindi films as a music director. You've been around for like almost 4 decades now, and this film is also personal for you because your wife has written a couple of songs and she sung a couple of songs in the movie.
Yes.
So tell me, how did that? I mean, what did you guys have discussions about the movie while you would be at home? How was that all about?
This movie, when I just agreed with the Shiv Hari director, and I composed the first song in Trivandrum after my concert. It's a Data Shakti Day. The name is given by Data Shakti Day to me, gifted me this uh, name, my wife
Mhm.
Runa Sibamani. Because she wrote, I asked her to, for this tune, I need lyrics. Can you just ask somebody? She wrote immediately and she sent. So beautifully she wrote, and I played for director. Everybody liked it. So I said, I don't want to go for any other lyricist. I want to keep this. When I'm composing this song, I had in my mind two singers. One is Lata Mangeshkar ji, and our greatest, my dearest, Amitabh Bachchan sir. And then other songs I composed, and Runa was completely in this movie, my off the body, Shiva and Shakti.
Right.
And she was so nice when she was recording, teaching the kids for the title song and theme song of the movie, Atkan Chatkan, and all the boys. She was teaching how to sing. So she sang a Ma song. All the songs have come out very well. Especially, I want to thank Z5 putting this movie in their platform, and I
Mhm.
hope everyone enjoy this.
It's amazing that there's so many big names that have come together for this movie. You are there. Amitabh Bachchan sir is there. Of course, Sonu Nigam is there. A.R. Rahman has presented the film as well.
My brother,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
right, right. Nitin, you have been a student of Rahman as well. I'm very, very curious to know what are you enjoying more? Are you enjoying music more, or when you saw yourself on the screen? I mean, how do you rate yourself as an actor?
As far as I am a musician, and even in the film, I am a musician. I didn't feel like I am leaving music and doing something else, you know. But after this world's best only, wherever I go, people get to recognize me. But before that, I was, like a normal boy. Like,
Right.
but I was a musician, but a normal boy. No one would know me, and things. So it's really relatable to Guddu's life and my life too.
No, so thank you so much, guys. We really hope that the film does really well. As I was watching the trailer of the film, it kind of made me realize that this is pretty much like Gully Boy, but in a different age altogether. And I think the beauty of the film is that it comes straight from the heart. And and these movies are also very important, for us to like kind of put out the message out there that people who don't really have the access and are not as privileged as us should also get the means to live their dreams. So really
Great.
hope that this movie on Z5 app goes places. And thank you so much, guys, for joining me today.
Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Thanks.
City 1016.